Wonder Woman issue number 57 from DC Comics, and I picked this issue up and the previous Wonder Woman because it's part of the Justice League Dark crossover event. It's the Witching Hour. It's just part 4, and then I have the other previous parts over here as well. Probably the only time I'm actually going to pick up a Wonder Woman series, especially now that G Willow Wilson is going to be taking the helm. Oh God. But yeah, this event has been actually pretty cool so far. It's by James Tinian the Fourth. I hope I pronounced that name right. Tinian. I've been enjoying his work so far. I think he's also done the previous Justice League, like before the event. I don't know if he's doing just the event. I think he does Justice League Dark in general, and then he's doing the event as well. But yeah, I've been loving Justice League Dark. This arc has been pretty cool so far. I'm not really a fan of Wonder Woman leading up the team. I'm still not a fan of that. I've mentioned it before, but they've made her interesting in this. So in the previous, basically a quick rundown, we have Wonder Woman who, as a kid, was branded by Hecate. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm so bad at pronouncing my Greek gods' names. But yeah, she basically branded her, and she's like the queen of witchcraft, or like magic in general, at least human magic. I don't even know if I should even bother summarizing because it's going to be hard to do, and I highly recommend just picking up the issue. So yeah, well, I guess we'll just basically Hecate's trying to take magic away from humans and create almost like a new world because she feels like humans have neglected or mistreated her magic. That's kind of the gist of it. So we have Wonder Woman wakes up on the moon, but it's not really the moon because apparently the Justice League blew up the moon. So this is kind of the metaphor for the moon. Yeah, she says it's not the real moon, of course. Not the little ball of rock you and your friends in the Justice League blew up a little while back. So wait, the moon is destroyed in the DC universe? Then how the hell is Earth still going? Because, I mean, we rely way too much on the moon. Like the moon, like literally like controls waves and weather and all that stuff. So, I mean, destroying the moon isn't like, oh, it's here now and it's gone. It's like, no, that would completely affect Earth. So they destroyed it. I don't know. I don't read Justice League or any, like my DC reading has been cut drastically because of all these new changes, and like the new writers that they're getting. It's so bad. But yeah, so she's like in this metaphysical moon with Witchfire, who ended up dying in one of the previous issues. I believe it was maybe part 2 or part 3. I think it was part 2. She ended up getting killed. Not positive on that. So we have Constantine and we have Zatanna, and the rest of the Justice League Dark basically got sent through a teleport created by Detective Chimp. So we're not going to see much of them in here. And Constantine and Zatanna stayed behind. And Constantine basically kind of goes emo-ish. And this talks about how, like, apocalypse. When the real apocalypse hit, he was hoping that he would be getting drunk in a pub. And he's just kind of being a Debbie Downer. And Zatanna kind of snaps him out of it a bit. But I guess it turns out that when the Upside Down Man got rid of the demon blood in Constantine's body, turns out Constantine has some kind of cancer. I wonder if it's the lung cancer that he had in the original arc. So I wonder, like, are they going to try to kill off Constantine, or is this going to be like a story arc that plays out in his series? Guess we'll find out. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Basically, he lost a lot of his abilities and stuff because of that. And right now he's like he's not here anymore. I'm just a back alley exorcist with a bloody cough. And then Zatanna basically gets the idea of, why don't we try to exorcise Hecate out of Wonder Woman? So basically, Wonder Woman is being controlled by Hecate due to the branding that she has. You know what? The artwork for this isn't that bad. I don't know, maybe it's just because I've been reading like a lot of like independent stuff lately, or I've just been watching a lot of like other YouTubers review Marvel. That just seems great, but yeah, I mean, I actually have no complaints. Artwork's pretty good. I'm glad to actually see people like take time to do backgrounds and stuff like that and not just use like 3D models. That's a pretty cool shot right there too, where we have Black Orchard is like destroying the what's it called? There we go. The Guardians of the Green, the Parliament of Trees. Basically, the Guardians of the Green. I'm sorry about the barking in the background. My dog is outside, and yeah, she's barking at something. She's always barking at things. But yeah, basically Black Orchard, Wonder Woman, Witchfire, who's dead now, but she was also controlled, and then who's Nanda Parbat? No, that's the name of the city. Manitau Dawn, the Native American girl. I can't pronounce her name, and I don't even want to. Oh God. Oh guys, remember this garbage? The last son of Krypton is in excellent hands. No, he's not. He was in excellent hands before, but he's not anymore. The Man of Steel isn't just a new Superman series, it's a new Superman era. A terrible Superman era. The future looks bright for DC Superman. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Are you kidding me? It looks terrible. And like, I mean, just look at the Sci-Fi Wire, Polygon, IGN. Okay, that makes sense. It's all the shitty companies. And sorry about that. I had to pause it just because, well, the dog just wouldn't stop barking, and I didn't want that going on through the entire video. So yeah. So yeah, this. I lost my train of thought. I think I was bashing Man of Steel. Yeah, I was. It's terrible. Let's move on. So yeah, like I said earlier, Detective Chimp basically opens up this gateway and then gets the Justice League team into the Oblivion Bar. And we also have Ramakrishna. I guess she's taking control of these monks, so she can also escape because she needed like a physical body. I really like Detective Chimp. Like, here's the thing. I really love this team. Not the biggest fan of Wonder Woman, but she's not bad in the team. I don't know. I just don't really care for her leading it. I never really saw Wonder Woman as the leading type. Zatanna would probably be better. Would be a better choice. She would know more about magic and the workings of magic. Constantine would also be kind of cool. But then again, he's not really much. I mean, he's more of a lone wolf than anything. So I guess it makes sense that he just kind of pops in and helps. But he's not. I don't think he's officially part of the team, even though he's like appeared in every issue so far. But yeah, Detective Chimp. Man-Bat is an interesting choice, but he's actually a pretty cool character in this. Like he's kind of funny. Swamp Thing. Again, I don't really associate Swamp Thing with magic, but I guess technically maybe he does. I don't know. It is kind of a weird, but they work well together. I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's a good chemistry there. But Detective Chimp, I'll say, is my favorite so far. He's, well, outside of Constantine, of course. The Drowned. So I will say this. I'm kind of tired of events. Especially like when you have like that many crossovers and stuff. I'm probably gonna just skip this one. But I will say this. That is a pretty cool team. I mean, Scott Snyder is alright. He's, from what I've read of him, he's either really awesome or he's just kind of meh. but I've never really read anything that was terrible from him. Again, I haven't read his complete library, but from what I've read, I've pretty much enjoyed for the most part. So he's pretty good. James Tynion, he's the one that does the Justice League Dark. So obviously, I like his work so far. I haven't read anything else from him, but his Justice League Dark stuff has been freaking phenomenal in my opinion. I mean, this is pretty much like my favorite ongoing series from DC now. I mean, it took over Red Hood since Red Hood went in this kind of crappy direction. I'm not really a fan of where it's going, but I'm loving Justice League Dark. And Dan Abnett is pretty good too. I like his stuff. So this might be a cool event, even though again I'm not really all that interested. I don't know. I think just like previous Aquaman stuff just kind of killed me off for the character. Not necessarily that it was like bad, but they dragged that arc for so long that it just got boring. So yeah, basically we have the plan of Zatanna and Constantine trying to get Wonder Woman to exercise the hectate out of her body. And then of course we get G Willow Wilson leading the charge. The new creative team begins in issue 58. So the next issue. That's bad. I don't get DC. I don't understand them. G Willow Wilson, why are you giving her Wonder Woman? What has she done where she deserves to have one of the three? I mean, your three top characters, the Trinity, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. What has G Willow Wilson done that makes you think she deserves Wonder Woman? Then again, what has Bendis done to make you want to hand over the reins of Superman? And then you got, of course, Batman just being wasted with Tom King. DC, like, started out so great with Rebirth. Like, everything was doing great, and then now it's just, I don't know. Some people are saying it's Dan Didio's fault. I kind of tend to believe them. I did notice that a lot of these changes started happening once Brian Michael Bendis switched over to DC, and I called that. I knew that was going to happen because he brought over a lot of people into Marvel and turned that place into a shithole. And now he's coming over with he came over to DC, and now look, we got G Willow Wilson, and we get all these other people. Who is it that's doing Aquaman? I forgot the name, but she's terrible too. You're just getting nothing but just like terrible people coming over who have no business writing for comic books in general. But even so, like, just don't hand over the red carpet to them. You know, like, give them like D-list superheroes and then make them earn their way back up to the top, rather than just handing them these like amazing characters, like your big flagship characters. You're just gonna hand them over? I don't know. It's stupid. I'm gonna end this here because I don't want to reveal the rest. But yeah, The Witching Hour has been amazing. Let's end this on the positive note. This has been a great arc so far. I've been really enjoying it. Justice League Dark in general has been phenomenal. I highly recommend it. I don't know much about this James Tynion, and I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I don't know much about him other than the Justice League Dark, but I mean, everything I've read from him so far has been great. So yes, pick it up. Highly recommend it. And I know you got to pick up like the previous issues. Do it. They're worth it. They're great. Like I haven't read any issue of Justice League Dark that I have not enjoyed so far. It's been great so far. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I guess the quick plugs and all that stuff. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 300 subscribers by the end of the year. We're getting there. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell for notification. If you guys like the video, leave a like, comment down below. Please share this video with your friends, family members, other people within the community and stuff. Just, help get the word out. That'd be great. I try to basically bring more positivity to comics. I know comics are in the crapper right now, and I know there's a lot wrong with it, and I've brought up some stuff in this video, but I'm trying to just basically be more of that positive side. I'm not like blindly positive, obviously, but while other people are out there roasting comics, and that's all great, trust me, like that's completely fine. I want my channel to be more of like the positive side of comics and be like, hey, here's some great comics you can pick up. But if I pick up a crappy comic, I will give it a review and not, you know, tell you it's great. I mean, I'll give you my honest opinion. But I try to go out of my way to find comics I think I'm going to like. That way I can share it with you guys. So that way you guys can maybe find some comics to enjoy. But yeah, hope you guys like this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.